In the city, loving life and trying to survive. But there's not enough time, and there's not enough wine in the world. Basically adulting. Basically adulting.
Okay, I guess we should get it started.
All right, guys. Well, by now you should know I'm Erin. I'm just kidding.
I was like, you got your name wrong.
No, I'm Luisa.
And I'm Erin.
And welcome back to Basically Adulting.
Why do we always sound like we're like
just about to say that.
like starting like a sex show, like one of those monotoned like radio
Phone operator.
Yes. What is that? We need to work on our delivery. So
I
gross.
was just thinking the
Basically
same.
adulting.
So it's like,
Ugh. That gave me chills down my spine.
oh goodness.
If that's why you're here, please turn us off. That's not what you're going to get. You're going to get some laughs and
More
that's
laughs.
about it. And you're probably going to be thinking, wow, these ladies are so funny. I want to meet them.
Yeah.
And I want to donate to the cause so I can hear more.
Donate to the cause.
I mean,
Oh yeah, guys, our Patreon page is officially live.
yes, so.
I feel like we might have said that a couple episodes ago, but
By the time that those episodes come out, it will actually have been
True.
live.
So just disregard my last message.
It was an unclear message. But yeah, so if you do love us and you do want to donate, we would love to have your support. Our page is patreon.com/basicallyadulting.
Yeah.
And it just kind of helps us
Do this.
yeah. And not have to worry about where we're going to get our next meal or I'm just kidding.
The roof over our head.
We're struggling. Like today's December 1st, like rent's due. I'm just kidding. But it does help the process of doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Just make it a little easier and we can just get more content out to you guys. I don't want to like harp on it too much, but we do have a couple of different levels that you could donate to if you wanted to. The first one we've gone over is a $5 level or tier of donation, and you will get a shout out.
Access
At the
to
first
episode.
Yeah, you'll get a shout out at the first of every month. Access to like extra episodes, and what else?
Early access to our weekly episode.
Yeah, I'm not prepared. So you'll get extra episodes and early access to the episodes that are released every Wednesday. And then a $10 tier where you'll get all of that plus a merch box every month. And we will be launching those in February. Yes. So stay tuned for that. And we've got a bunch of other things planned that we have in the works.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
those are all my announcements.
All right. Thank you for the announcement.
You're welcome.
I got a hair in my mouth. Anyways, do you want to talk about why
Adulting sucks?
Yeah, and why you're...
Sure. I'll talk about the good and the bad. Why adulting isn't so bad.
Go for
I'll
it.
start with, do you like good news or bad news first?
Either way, like, it doesn't matter.
You're like, just fucking tell me and get
Yeah.
out of my face. Okay. Well, I'll start off with the good and then we'll go to the bad. Because the bad isn't really that bad.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if the bad news are really bad, then I want to know the bad before the good.
Yeah, well, so my mom and I were talking today, and you were listening, but just so the people can hear, we were telling her how we talk about the good and the bad, about adulting and just our lives, like the things that are going on and everything. She's like, well, you guys need to focus on the good because the bad is not even that bad. And you just focus on the good and nothing bad will happen. I'm like, oh, okay, so we just don't talk about the bad and just keep it inside. And I think she was being a little bit sarcastic because I get my feelings talk from her, and she just wants to talk about feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
So the fact that she was like, don't talk about the bad, I'm like, sometimes you gotta talk about the bad to talk about the good. You don't get the rain, you don't get the sunshine without the rain. So I'll talk about the bad first.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna talk about good, but I changed my mind.
Okay.
And it's really not even that bad. But I go to work on Monday, and everyone's like, yay, like we're having a Christmas party. I mean, actually, like not really, not everyone was like that, but I was like that, so I just including myself as everybody. And I was, I love parties, so I was also put in charge of the, what's it called? Not the white elephant. Oh, yeah, it is a white elephant.
Oh.
No, white elephant. When people bring a
okay.
gift and
Yeah.
then you exchange whatever. The white elephant gift exchange, because apparently I guess I'm good at that. So I was put in charge of that, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, so I was like kind of just coming up with a plan, and then I get to work today and find out the party's canceled. Because people don't want COVID. COVID is just ruining the freaking year. Just keeps on finding ways to just pick and poke and poke.
Yep.
Pretty soon people are just going to be like, you know what, COVID? Go fuck yourself.
I think we've been saying that since March, but COVID's a bitch, and he's like, I don't care.
He's like, I don't give two fucks.
He's
I'm
like all
coming.
gangster, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm here to mess shit up. Catch me outside.
Touch me outside. How about that? Wear your mask, though. Wear your mask, though.
Seriously.
So that's really the only bad thing that I can come up with right now, that our Christmas party is canceled. So it's really not like terrible, but when you just like are like planning on going somewhere and planning on doing something, and then you find out that you're not gonna be doing that, and you're like, well, now what am I gonna do? I mean, it's a Friday night, so I'm sure I'll find something.
Like,
I'm not
you
too
will,
concerned.
you will have stuff to do.
Help me, I'm
Oh,
poor.
I have to go back home now.
I have to go home. I don't have any friends. I'm sure I'll find
goodness.
something to do. What are you doing on the 11th?
Nothing.
You want to hang out?
No. I'm kidding.
Wow. Luisa's in a freaking mood tonight.
That's my period, guys. And yes,
That's her bad.
that is my bad. I've been sitting here thinking, like, what is my bad?
Yeah, fuck
What is
periods.
my bad? Like, why are we cursed with this?
So it's like a curse and a blessing, because it's like we hate them, but also it helps us
It's like,
know.
yes, I'm not pregnant.
Yes, exactly. You're like, you love it for that first 5 minutes of knowing that you're on your period, and then you're like, ugh, I just want to eat cookies, and I want to lounge around all day, and I don't want to put makeup on, and I'm sweaty
like a
all the time.
bloated mess.
Yes.
What? You're sweaty?
Sometimes, like, yeah. If I'm
Every time my period comes, I get really, really cold. Like,
You've literally said it's so cold in here like 5 times.
I know I have. Over the weekend at my mom's, I was like, oh my God, it's so cold. And my mom's like having hot flashes, like opening all the windows. She's like, no, it's not. It's fine. But that's how I get. And I don't like, I get weird cravings. Certain people, especially at my job, start like annoying me. Like just looking at them, like knowing their presence will be there. I'm like, fucking shit. I'm like, I don't have to deal with their nonsense. So that is my bad. That comes every month. But what can I fucking do about it?
Fuck that lady. Mother Nature.
Seriously. Like,
Okay.
what do men get?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They don't even have to take an hour to get ready in the morning. They can just go and take a shower, shake their head, and it will dry instantly into the way that they want it to. And then brush your teeth and go to work.
And they don't have to like push a watermelon-sized baby out of their vagina. What did you think where I was going with that?
I did not know where that was going. I mean, I did, but I didn't know we were like going straight to baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
this could be another topic that we can talk about, but we should talk about like men having birth control,
Yes.
doing birth control.
I'm gonna write that down. So
Write it down so we don't forget, because we've been drinking a little bit of wine and we probably will forget. So
that's my bad. That's why I'm drinking, guys. So cheers to that. Cheers to our bads.
cheers to periods and no holiday parties.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear my good?
I do.
Okay. So last week was Thanksgiving. We got one day off of work. And I got to spend it with my mom. And we ate turkey and all this stuff. My mom and I walked a fun run turkey trot.
Mm-hmm.
Which we came in last again. The golf cart. The golf cart was actually Zach and Lauren.
Oh.
Like, they passed us, and Lauren was like, hey, Erin! And I was like, Lauren! And then they, like, came back, and they're like, all right, you guys, like, pick it up. I'm like, oh, my God. But I would say that's the third year in a row that we've gotten last, so traditions keep coming. My kids are going to be like, Mom, like, let's just crawl. We'll come in last longer.
Right.
But we actually did pretty good on time. Like, we brought Bella,
Mm-hmm.
who's our, like, the young dog. She's about, like, 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's just very energetic and loves going on walks, looking for squirrels. And so she kept us on pace. If we didn't have her, like, if we brought Harley, we would be there for until, like, lunch was ready.
Oh my gosh.
So we did an hour and 10 minutes, which isn't bad. Like,
That's
we didn't
good.
run. We were just walking. But it was kind of like a bouncy walk. Like, Bella was keeping us on pace. And there was one point, and we also got there 6 minutes behind. So I would say we technically walked it in 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Okay.
So not too bad.
Yeah.
But there was one point in the race where this family was walking by us, and she was like, can I pet your dog? And Bella's really friendly, so I was like, sure. And kind of like brought her in so she could pet her.
Mm-hmm.
And Bella was just like on a mission to find all the squirrels out there. And so she, like, the girl pet her head, and then Bella's like, okay, that's it, and kept walking. I was like, okay, well, we gotta go. Like, we're on a mission. Like, gotta go. And then there's one time where there's this little water station, and my mom's like, oh, we need to get Bella some water. She's probably really thirsty. And so we stop, and I told my mom, here, hold the leash.
Oh my God, what happened?
Hold the leash so I can get her some water. And so my mom's holding the leash very lightly. And apparently a squirrel ran by, and she freaking took
Oh
off.
my God.
Like, knocked the water out of my mom's
Oh
hand.
my God.
And this, like, the water table sponsors or whatever were like, oh my gosh. And we're like, it's fine. She's going to try to go catch a squirrel. And I went to go over there, and she looked so disappointed because the squirrel ran back up into the tree. And she just looked up at me, and she was like, oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get the squirrel. And so she looked sad. I'm like, all right, well, let's just keep walking. So we did that, and that was a lot of fun. And it tired us out for the rest of the day. We were very tired. Took a lot of naps. At least 3, I want to say. And then we went camping, which I think I talked about in the last episode, finally. And it was a lot of fun. It was just kind of rainy and not the best weather. But we still had fun spending time together and all that great stuff. And yeah, that's my good.
Yay. Cheers to that.
Cheers to goodness, family, and friends. Oh, I also forgot one thing. So the night before Thanksgiving, I went and hung out with Tammy and Travis and Dante and Katie. And we met at Mucky Ducks. And there was a trivia thing, a game.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And our team name was Drinksgiving. And we only stayed until halftime, but there were only 4 teams playing, and we got third.
That's really good. Wait.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not, but it was fun. So, yeah. We weren't the smartest.
Okay.
We were the 3rd smartest.
That's fine. What were the questions?
I don't know. I don't know. There were like some questions that were like super obvious, and then there's ones like I don't even know what the fuck that means. I'm trying to think of one. It was like, what's the name of a baby rooster? What do they call a baby rooster?
A chick?
No. It's 5 letters. Are we going to Google it?
I'm going to Google it. Well, I'm not on the trivia team, so.
I think it's 4 letters. See if you can Google it.
A cockerel?
No.
A young, yeah.
Okay, well maybe that wasn't the question.
Cockerel.
No. It was a poult. P-U-L-T.
A poult? P-U-L-T.
What is that?
What is a poult? Hold on.
A boy chicken? No.
P-U-L-T.
Yeah.
Typically raised. No, this has nothing to do with chickens.
I don't know. Maybe I fucked up the question. I don't know.
It says lectern, pulpit, like a pupil.
No. I don't know. It doesn't
we
matter.
don't know.
I really don't even remember the question, honestly. I just remember that we did have to cheat on that question.
Uh-oh.
We're going to hell. Oh, well.
Don't be so dramatic.
God's watching our every
Trivia.
move. Santa's watching our every move.
There you go.
There you
better
go.
Watch out. Okay. My positive is I learned how to make croissants over the Thanksgiving weekend. I had a long weekend.
Yeah, you did.
I got out of work at 2:30. Well, really it was more 3 or whatever. I don't even remember at this point. And came home. I took a nap. And I went to my mom's. I made tiramisu because every year for Thanksgiving, I have to make my tiramisu or else I'm not allowed to go eat dinner. Seriously.
You have to sit at the kids' table.
No, they won't let me in. I showed up, they're like, tiramisu? And I was like, yes, I brought it. Like, I can't forget the one thing that's allowing me to come in.
I don't want to sit outside, guys, while you guys sit inside and it's cold out here.
Yeah, seriously. So, yeah, spent it with my mom. But really, the highlight of my day the weekend, was me learning how to make croissants, and they were so good.
I know, I need to try the one that you brought home for me. Your mom was like, have you eaten it yet? I'm like, no. She brought it home and I was in bed.
Yeah.
And I need to bring it tomorrow for breakfast. I forgot it today.
Yeah, you should. It's good, just like with coffee.
Can I pause real quick?
Yeah.
Do we have more wine?
Yeah, we do.
Can we open some?
Yeah.
Let's open it. Let's open it. Let's open it. Open it. Open it. We just need to throw that one away that you just grabbed. Is that the one that...
No, that's the white wine.
Oh, it's white wine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's when we want it to be healthy.
Yeah. Where's the little thingy?
It's in there.
In where? Oh. Anyways, guys, I learned how to make croissants, so I was telling my mom, I was like, I'm going to be the fun mom because I know how to make croissants. And then be like, I want to go to Miss Luisa's house because she knows how to make croissants.
You want me to do it?
I got it. Be like, oh, kids, do you guys want a sandwich? I baked some fresh croissants this morning. Other moms can be jealous of me.
Wow, you just threw that.
I did.
Like, fuck those other moms. I'm gonna have wine and croissant.
Miss, I don't know what my last name is gonna be, but
let's just say it's Diaz for now.
for Diaz, yeah. You can't keep bringing store-bought food. It's like, well, listen, Stacey, I'm the only mom around here that knows how to make croissants, so don't judge me.
These are not store-bought. I actually bought them, and I also welded the plastic together, and I made the plastic and put a little sticker on it. I have my own sticker machine, and it says, croissants by Miss Diaz. So, suck on that, Stacy. You buy your cookies at Walmart.
Right? Suck on that.
Hopefully we don't know any Stacys in
Oh
our
my God,
future.
seriously.
Do you know any Stacys?
Uh-uh.
I don't either. That was a good name choice.
Perfect.
We weren't like, Kelly. Or whatever.
Right.
Like, oh, sorry, Kelly.
We love you.
What else? Is that all? All of your goodness?
That was, oh my goodness.
What about your badness? Did you say your badness
Yeah,
already?
my period.
Oh,
We
duh.
touched base on that already.
Wow. And I just
Yeah.
poured myself another glass. Whoopsie.
I also watched The Grinch already like 500,000 times.
I did that first thing when I got home on Sunday.
Like, I was watching it Wednesday night. I watched Home Alone, Santa Claus, any Christmas movie, the new Christmas Chronicles, everything. Mm-hmm. And that's my Christmas. That's my Christmas. My Thanksgiving. Oh my God.
And that's my Christmas.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, well.
Should we actually talk about what we wanted to talk about on here?
Yes.
I know you guys care about our lives
I
so
know.
much, but we also have topics that we want to talk about too.
Yes. I like this topic.
This topica?
This topic.
This topica
This
is so
topica.
good. This topica.
topica.
Oh my God. I don't know why I went Valley Girl, but it just seemed right. Okay, tell us the
So
topica.
tonight's topic is...
Tonight's topica.
Um,
Do it in your sexy voice.
oh, tonight. Tonight's topica is, what is your first life memory?
Oh.
I can't do it when I'm having to try.
I know, we just do it so naturally. Okay.
But first
Wait, what
life
is it?
memory.
First
What is your
life-
first life memory? I mean, it doesn't have to be mine is kind of weird, just the way I can remember it. But it could literally be any from the first memory you can think of as a
I
child.
literally don't know what my first memory as a human being is.
Can I say mine?
Yeah, let me think about mine.
It's actually
You
really
go.
weird because I can remember. Okay, I remember. So guys, I was born in Mexico and lived there for the first 4 years of my life, and I distinctly remember waking up one morning and it's that night I had dreamt my life from being born to that day, but I couldn't.
You dreamt it when you were 4 years old?
So, we don't start to, contain memories till, we're 4 or 5 or something. And, my first memory is, waking up one morning and, dreaming of, my life up until that morning.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird? Mm-hmm. I always think of that. And
What was your dream? Do you remember it?
I just remember,
You remember coming out of the womb and you're
no, I didn't come out of the womb. I was a C-section, baby.
Oh, well, you still did.
Yeah. Well, my mom said I didn't cry and that I came out with my hands
Stop
open.
ruining my dreams, Luisa. I just want you to be like, You eventually went,
Oh, yeah, I eventually did cry.
They probably slapped you on the butt and you were like, no.
No mas.
No mas, that hurts.
But yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll cry.
my first, one of my first memories. And then I have obviously bits and pieces of Mexico in the 90s.
That's
but-
so weird.
It's weird.
I don't know. I feel like I've just blocked. Not that I had a bad childhood, but I just don't really, I can't pinpoint. I have, just different memories of different times, you know?
That's fine.
And I think some of the memories are, based on pictures. I do remember we lived in a house in Coppell, and it was just me and my mom. And I used to love playing dress up, and I would just like go and I would do like little fashion shows for my mom. And then I also like really loved gymnastics too. And so she would be the announcer, and I would come in from like a bedroom or something. It's like, no announcing, Erin, what up? And I'd come in and I'd be like bowing and everything. And I would just do like a cartwheel, and then everyone would be like, yeah. And I would like just do like, I don't know, like somersaults and like just not like extravagant things, but I don't know. We would do that all the time. And there was one time, I was older, but it was in that house where I ran like straight into the glass. That's like a memory that I will never forget. But I was outside. We were moving back from Houston. I was probably like 8. I should probably have memories before 8. But this is a traumatic memory that I will never forget. And at this point, I was 8, so my brother was maybe 3, and my sister, I think, was just born. So, and I was in Houston, so I'm an only child, basically. And so I'm pretty good at, entertaining myself. And so we were moving back, and I guess my mom had been renting out the house that we had lived in before. So we were there talking to a realtor, and so I'm like, this shit's boring. Like, I'm going to go in the backyard and play. And when we lived there before, we lived next to my best friend Allison, and I was just outside, and there was like this bench and just the glass on the outside of the house, and I could just see my reflection. So I was just outside dancing and twirling around, and I was like, I'm going to go see if Allison's home. So I run out. Being a kid, I don't care about air conditioning, so I leave the door open. I'm like, I'm going to be right back. I don't need to shut it. So I run over to Allison's house, knock on the door, wait a couple times, knocking again. She's not there. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to run back over. So somebody, I don't know who, I think it was Tom, I don't know, my stepdad. And somebody was like, oh, the door's open. So they shut it. And me not knowing that somebody had cleaned the window very, 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 very well. And I'm just sprinting back from Allison's house, ready to play outside again. And I am running. Smack into the closed door. And I don't know how I didn't break that thing, because I felt like I was going full speed.
Oh my God.
Like I was in the Olympic track races. And my mom immediately was like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I feel like my mom started crying when I started crying, and like wanted to take me to the hospital, and I was fine. I just got shaken up a little bit. So now I'm always aware of, you got to make sure you got to touch the door before you run through it.
It's not something people usually have to worry about.
Well, when you have a traumatic experience at 8 years old.
She doesn't trust clear glass anymore.
I don't trust glass cleaners, okay? They're too good. They get me every time.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's definitely not my first memory, but it's a funny memory, so.
Yeah. I can't really think of.
What's like a traumatic memory that, it's like not like super traumatic, but you remember it because, I don't know. I have a couple that I could tell. But I think I want to save them for when my mom comes on, so she can react.
Yeah.
Because she was a part of most of them.
I can't really think of any. This is why I say it's like my mind. Like, I remember that thing from when I was 4, but there are other things that I'm like.
Nothing that you did that you were like stupid, that you kind of like, wow, why did I do that? Or like your mom makes fun of you for it.
My mom was already on the podcast and told that story, so.
Oh, you're talking about your eyebrows?
Yeah.
Well, anything like that traumatizing? Or like somebody running over your toe, or like breaking a finger, or like, I don't know, like breaking a bone?
My brother, so my brother, when he's 3 months, whatever. He's 3 years and 11 months younger than me or whatever. I'd say we're 4 years apart.
Almost 4 years, yeah.
He has has always had this fascination with Star Wars. And like, I don't know, back early 2000s, guys, my parents used to leave me. I was
It
in
was
charge.
safer back then.
It was safer back then.
Wait, in 2000, how old were you? You were like 4.
Well, no, like I was obviously older. No, I was older, but like I meant early 2000s. No.
I was like, you were 4 years old and they
Lisa,
left you
watch for your infant brother. No.
change his diaper, the milk's in the fridge. You're like Matilda.
Oh my God, I'm like, do. No.
You're like making his warming his milk up in the whatever it's called on the stove.
Microwave. Oh yeah, stove.
With your finger.
So I used to just like, whatever, like go watch your movies, whatever. And my parents got him a toy lightsaber one year.
Yeah.
And the little shit used to beat me up with it. I'm not kidding. And I would always tell my mom, I was like, no, like, don't be lying. Like, that's not very nice. Like, I'm like, Mom, why the fuck would I lie about this? Until one day she happened to get out early and she came home and found him beating me up with it.
You're just like in your room, like in a ball, and he's just like, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, he's like Bam Bam from the Flintstones. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Oh my God.
And so my mom grabbed and started beating the shit out of him. It's like, this is so you can learn that you don't hate your sister. Oh, you don't like it, do you?
He probably never hit you again.
No, he didn't hit me again.
That's probably one of his traumatic stories that he would tell.
Yeah.
Like, remember when Mom hit me with the lightsaber and told me to not hit you? As he's crying like a baby.
He was such a crybaby. Oh my God.
So is my brother.
I think, like, you know, I get emotional, but like, man, that kid, he would cry over everything. And it's like, I remember one time, there used to be this like workout place in Louisville. And our moms would like drop us off at the daycare and they'd go work out. And this bitch he was that kid that would cry by the door.
God.
And I told my mom, I was like, I would walk away and be like, I don't know that kid.
He does not belong to me.
I'm like, oh, don't know him. Like, that's embarrassing. Whose brother is that?
Who the fuck kids is that? Like, get your shit together, man.
Oh my God.
There was this one time, we used to always go to Cece's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because Cece's is fucking good. And it's cheap, and you can eat as much as you want.
Yeah.
And my brother was little, like, he was in a high chair, and I always used to, when he was a baby, they used to have those, like, little powdered sugar things.
Mm-hmm.
And we would get those, and I would just, like, feed him the powdered sugar with my finger. And then he started becoming big and getting teeth, and I would feed him the sugar. And that motherfucker bit the shit out of my finger.
Oh, my God.
And he would not let go. I was like, oh my, I just like started screaming in the middle of Cece's, and everyone's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, he's got my finger.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And then there's other things that he's done to me that at Cece's, actually. This one in particular time that I'm remembering. He was a teenager at this point, so that he has no excuse. But we were all kind of like just sitting there talking after we had eaten. And I had a cup of something, and he had just been like putting shit in the cup, like napkins and just shit. And I like was just talking to everyone, not paying attention, and he just had like put stuff in it, like salt and just everything you can imagine, like leftover crust, just anything. And so I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. And I drink it, and I about barfed.
Oh my God.
I was so mad. I'm like, why did you let me drink that? And he just thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Why do boys do that? My brother did that once. Like, he was like messing in the kitchen, and he made like a weird like mix of mustard and just like everything. And my mom was like, oh, you thought it was all fun and games? Drink it now. And he wasn't allowed to leave the
Did he drink it?
No, my mom wasn't that mean. But he was like, I didn't. She's like, you don't go messing with my condiments.
Another time he did it to Megan. He fucking peed in a Gatorade bottle.
No! No!
Yes. Megan was like young. She was probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5, I don't know. And he peed in this bottle, in this Gatorade bottle, and told Megan that it was yellow Gatorade.
Oh, no.
And Megan's like, what do you think? I'm an idiot? This is your pee. And he was like, no, it's not. It's not my pee. And then eventually he's like, okay, well, yeah, it kind of looks like pee. He's like, okay, well, the cat peed in it. And it's like the cat squatted over this Gatorade bottle and peed all the way to the top of the Gatorade bottle.
Oh, my God. Ew.
I know. I'm like, that's so disgusting.
Ew.
But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
but I have many stories about that. Not about that, but like about him doing stupid shit. We need to have him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So those are my, I guess, finest memories.
Yeah. I can't really.
Not finest.
Traumatic.
Traumatic.
Yeah.
A lot of memories are traumatic.
Yeah. I wonder what the psychology behind that is.
I'm surprised I remember them because I feel like my brain should block them out. But you know why I probably remember them is because we talk about them repeatedly and they get brought up at every fucking family encounter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, remember that time that I peed in a bottle and gave it to you and you almost drank it? And it's like, gross. Anyways.
I'm trying to think of like anything else. Nothing else was really traumatic.
You just had the best life ever?
No, obviously I didn't. I would be going to therapy if I did.
I think that everyone should go to therapy, honestly. Even if you have a freaking good life, because you need to kind of be
Let
put
your
in your
emotions out.
You need to let your emotions out. But also, I think people get in their own head sometimes, and they're like, "Oh, my life's so great." They're not grateful for the things that they have.
Yeah.
And I think someone from the outside being like,
perspective.
yeah. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, this is just normal, and this is, nothing ever traumatic has ever happened. I think that people need to be, not, like, put in their place, but just kind of be made aware that things could be worse.
Yes.
You know?
Just made me think of something. Like,
What?
this is, like...
One of your traumatic memories?
This is, like... It's funny, but it's, like, you don't know whether you should laugh or not.
Oh,
My
God.
mom's gonna hate me for talking about this. Oh my
Do
God.
it. Sorry, Maria. We love you.
It's nothing bad. Obviously, my parents are together, and this story.
What?
So, one time, like, my cousin, when her husband was stationed up in Oklahoma for the Air Force, she would come down for the weekends. And we would all just have a little girl weekend, whatever. So, my mom went to the Mexican meat market in Louisville, and she was gonna make, like, a dinner or whatever. And she had called my dad, at the time they were still together, and asked him and my brother, like, oh, what do you guys want? Like, I'm here grabbing stuff for, like, the meal for the week. Oh, like, we want Cheetos, whatever. Everyone's like, no, like, I'm not buying junk food.
We want
like,
Cheetos.
I'm
All right,
buying
you're eating Cheetos for dinner. That's what you're
I'm
getting.
buying stuff to have food. And so, like, she gets home, and, like, I don't remember what she made for dinner, and we're all sitting, and it's, like, both my parents are at the head of the table. And I'm sitting, I don't remember if I'm sitting next to my cousin Jimena or my brother. But my dad, so my mom, like, had bought one specific cheese to make for a dish. And she was going to use it all. My dad starts going, like, oh, I want it. Like, I want it. My mom's like, no, like, I bought that for a dish I'm going to make, like, later on this weekend. Like, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, like, I'll buy you another one. My mom was like, that's not, like, I asked you what you wanted, whatever. And he just kept, like, poking her buttons.
And poking.
So my mom gets up, goes to the fridge, and the way my dad retells the story is, like, my mom fucking, like, threw it to his face. But
and if she did, like,
she
props,
did throw it. She did throw it.
If she fucking nailed him in the face, then, like, props to fucking mom, because, like, you got good aim, sister. You might want to try out for the
like, grabs
baseball.
it. Yeah, she grabs it, and she's at the other end of the table, and he's like, obviously at the other side, and she just goes, here. And he's like, and I just remember being like, oh my God, they're doing this in front of my cousin. Like,
I wish she fucking would have chunked it at his face.
oh my God. And that my cousin, she's like, I just remember like bending my head down and like wanting to laugh so hard because my dad had like turned to like, oh my God. And
Like,
he
did you
literally,
kids
when
see
he
that?
tells the story, he makes it sound like my mom fucking like baseball threw it at him.
Which he probably fucking
But it's
deserved.
a funny story.
I think
it's funny.
I think it's funnier that you should just tell it the way your dad tells it.
Oh my God, the way he does it, like every time he would pick a fight with me, he'd be like, "Do you not remember the way your mother treated me? She threw that." I'm like, "She threw fucking cheese at you. Report it to the cops."
That's your argument? Like, was it cheddar or was it pepper jack? Which one? Or was it Swiss? It had holes in it. Woo!
It was like Mexican cheese. It was like panela or like one of those.
I don't know what that is.
I know, it's Mexican cheese.
I didn't know there was a thing about Mexican cheese and American cheese.
There's like panela, queso fresco, Oaxaca.
Are those not just Mexican ways of saying,
No.
oh, they're
No,
different?
They're not.
Why are they not in, like, Walmart?
I don't know.
Mm.
You'll like them. They're good cheeses.
All right.
The
We'll have to have your mom come and bring us some.
But yeah, when my dad tells the story, he's like, "Oh my God, do you not remember? Like, I could have filed a police report." I'm like, "Really, dude? Over fucking?" I'm like, "Where are the bruises?"
Did the trees give you a black eye? Like, oh my God, calm down,
Oh
sir.
my God.
Calm
No, sorry,
down.
Mom, I told that story.
But
But now you guys know I go to therapy. Everyone else is like, "Oh my God, is she okay?" And I'm over here laughing.
No, I used to go to therapy and then I thought it was okay, and then now I'm realizing that I'm not okay and I should probably go back.
I know.
We are always like, oh, I'm perfect. I mean, I don't ever think that I'm perfect.
But you think you're like,
but you're like, I'm better.
yeah.
I'm fixed. Like, the therapy did a good job.
It
But
doesn't.
granted, when I was going to therapy, I was in a long-term relationship. I had just moved back to Dallas. I was, like, trying to fix all that. I was trying to basically make the therapist tell me that my relationship was worth saving, all of that kind of stuff, and it wasn't.
Yeah. It's just nice, like, having someone with completely out of context that's not going to agree with everything you say, and that really makes you like, okay, like, because I don't really process things in the moment, and my therapist is like, okay, well, what are you feeling? Like, what were you feeling? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like, and because I was going to therapy by myself, and I was like, well, I really feel like it is helping.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told him that I wanted to go. And I don't think that necessarily just because you go to therapy as a couple means that you're going to break up or you're going through hard times or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, we might as well, like,
Mm-hmm.
just get closer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so we, like, ended up doing this, like, quiz test kind of thing to just see if we were on the same page. Just, like, asked questions about how we wanted to raise our kids and, you know, just financial questions and stuff like that. And, like, just our morals and values and just to make sure we're on the same page. And we ended up, like, being a good match for each other. Like, just the levels or whatever were good. But obviously that didn't work out.
Sometimes there's like, we need to watch Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
But in the third movie of Bridget Jones, she takes a love quiz and she's like deemed perfectly matched with this like one guy, but she's still in love with like one of her exes, and it turns out like it's like not everything just because you're good on paper doesn't mean like it's always meant to be.
That's so true.
And I think that sometimes like people are like, oh, but we have so much in common and like blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, like he's good on paper, but he might not be the right fit for you.
Right.
Man, we're getting deep.
No, and I mean,
I like it.
we, like, him and I had been just like long distance for so long that we were broken before we had even like started. I mean, we had started in college and that was all fun and games, and then I graduated and it became long distance, and ever since then it was just kind of like, I mean, obviously there were good times and stuff, but like that's when it started, and that's when, I don't want to say resentment, because I don't feel like I thought I was resentful
Yeah.
at the time, I guess, about the distance and everything, because I'm very independent. I'm like, you do you, I'll do me.
Mm-hmm.
You go be successful at your job, I'm going to be successful at mine. We'll make it work, you know? And you know me, like, I will do anything for my person. And so, yeah, and we just, as time went on, we just got more independent and drifted apart. And it's not like, I think that if maybe we were in the same city, we probably could have been good together. But anyways, I'm talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, guys, if you're thinking about therapy, go for it. I recommend it. Do it.
Do it now. Very inappropriate song for what we're talking about. Anyways. Okay. Do you want to tell us your interesting facts?
Yes,
Because
guys, I have
I'm really intrigued to learn something new.
Okay, so, guys, you have no idea how hard it is for me to pick, like, a fact, just to tell y'all. Okay. This, and PSA or side note or whatever, I always Google to make sure that these are real and are actual facts, because I would hate to, like, say one that's, like, not real. So, just PSA.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to get in a Facebook fight with Luisa. She's feisty.
I am.
She might get blocked on your Facebook.
Oh my god.
You might block Luisa on your Facebook.
Catch me outside, how about that?
No filters, how about that? Hashtag.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm done.
Okay. So, well, I printed notes, guys.
She literally printed a novel.
I did. So I came across this, like, it was like a Life, it was an issue of Life magazine from 1944. And maybe we'll post it on basically Adulting or something so you guys can see. But, so obviously hair bows have been a part of society for a very, very long time. Obviously. But back in 1944, they had another level of meaning. So girls' hair, this is legit, by the way. Girls' hairdo reveals love life. And so, yes, depending on how you wore your bow, if your bow is on top of her, if the bow is on top of her head, means that she is out to get herself a man. This is from the magazine. I'm quoting from the magazine.
No, it's not.
If the bow is worn in her, like, the lower back of her hair, it means that she is not interested in men.
She's interested in women?
No, that she's taken or something. That's what I'm assuming. If her bow is worn on the right side, specifically right side, it indicates that they are deeply in love. And if the bow is worn on the left, it's a signal and challenge, and it means she's going steady with someone.
So basically, if you're a sloot, you wear it on top of your head.
Yeah.
And then if it's complicated...
You're out yourself to get yourself a man.
All right, well, I'm going to go to the store and buy me a bow and wear it the fuck on top of my head and see if any people
Isn't
like
that
me.
so weird?
That is really weird.
So one of the quotes that I read from this article said it's like Facebook relationship status update, but worn on your head.
Basically.
But
it was before social media even existed.
Yeah, how are the guys going to know?
How do they know? It's like when you go to a party and they have like a cup station.
The school dance.
Like, well, yeah.
Sure, whatever.
But the cup station, and it's like every cup means something. It's like blue means single, green means taken, purple means complicated, red means DTF, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know. Can I just like have a clear cup and been like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my life.
Here to have fun.
I'm just trying to, figure out my life. Like if you want to, you know, hang out maybe.
Yeah. Isn't that just nuts? So, should we bring that back in style?
Yeah, I'm going to the store tomorrow to get a bow. I'm
bows,
literally going to the store tomorrow.
I do have
a little bitty bow.
Yeah.
It could just be like it could just be on the tip of your ponytail. So it's not like one of those obnoxious bows that babies wear, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's like as big as your head.
Like that JoJo Siwa girl.
Yeah. But it could just be like one of those little
Excuse me.
clip-in bows that you're like, okay, well, like this means that I'm single.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you wear it on the under end of your ponytail, it means you're taken. Right side is what? It's complicated.
No, right side means...
You're in love.
You're deeply in love.
Oh,
So
Lord.
technically the left side and the right side, like if you're...
What's the left
both
side?
left side means you're going steady and the right side means you're deeply in love.
So maybe, what if you're going steady and you're deeply in love with somebody
Oh, you
else?
wear bows
Should you wear
on both
two?
sides.
And one on the back because you're in a relationship? So you have bows on all three sides?
Dang.
I'm like, I just need one bow. I'm just going to be single forever.
Out here to get herself a man.
All those bows are too much for me. I don't only got one bow.
But I have another...
Maybe that's where it came from. Like, you know how it's like bae and bow? Or like,
Oh, yeah.
how they're like, oh,
yeah.
you and your bow are so cute.
Whoa. I didn't even think about that.
Wow, I'm so smart.
Wow. But I have another little fun fact about bows. Because bows have been part of like history since like back in like
I know we went over this.
BC or
before.
whatever. Yes.
Yeah, a long
But-
time.
Back in like the French times, I don't know, during like Marie Antoinette's era or whatever, there was once a lady who was riding her horse and her hat fell off. And for a married woman to have like her hair like in disarray was like a huge no-no. Like that's, this is the quote, it's considered immodest and mildly salacious for a woman, particularly a married woman, to be seen with loose hair.
Wow.
So she tied her hair up using a ribbon that she had pulled off her dress, and she's why, like,
She started the bow.
she started the bows, and she's why Marie Antoinette spent over 20,000 francs, and she would wear, like, so many bows in her hair.
Wow.
Can you imagine starting that trend?
Be like, yeah, I actually started that bow trend, so you can thank me later.
Right.
Okay.
I should be getting paid.
I should be getting paid for this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. We need to title this episode Bullshit.
Bullshit. This is bullshit. I just became in love with myself. I just fell in love with myself for being
Oh,
so.
you need to go steady.
I need to move my bow to the right. I fell in love. Oh my god, that's funny. Are those all your facts?
That's my fact. I mean, I could
Those
say
are so
another little
interesting.
fun one.
Okay,
Oh my god, there's just so many.
just say one.
Okay. Mind you, I haven't researched this, so I don't know, and I'll come back and correct myself. But the pinky promise originally indicated that the person who breaks the promise must cut off their pinky. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold people to that.
Are you gonna go and like?
Screenshot that, and if anybody ever, pinky promises are sacred.
Yeah.
If you pinky promise someone and you break that promise, I'm gonna send them that text and say it's the truth. It's a fact.
And then I think this one we all know. A woman's kindness is often mistaken for flirting.
Oh, of course.
All the time. All the time.
All the time.
So, anyways,
It's like, well, you said hi to me.
it's like Schmidt from New Girls, like, oh, espresso with cream or whatever.
You want to be my girlfriend? No, like you just ordered this coffee. Okay, well, speaking of love and bows and shit,
Yeah.
all that bullshit. Wow, I'm just like so in love with myself for thinking of that.
All right, settle down. Settle down.
Calm yourself. Okay, I'm going to tell you. I thought it would be cool since we're talking on the first of the month to read our love horoscopes for the month
All right.
to maybe like give us a inkling for the future.
Okay.
It's actually called our sexscope.
Ooh. Will I be getting some?
A little scandalous. You want me to read yours first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm already on yours, so.
Okay.
Okay, for the month of December 2020. Dun, dun, dun. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh no, Pisces.
Oh my God, what?
We're not on off to a good start.
Oh,
Your perfect picture holiday romance may go up in smoke, creating chaos when Mercury enters Fury on December 1st.
oh, well, I
So
already
today
feel
is
that.
today. Yeah. So
I
you
already got ghosted, so
All right.
yeah.
Do they want you or not? Question mark. Talk to your latest flame if you're having concerns. I'm staring at Luisa because she might have already be doing that. Anyways,
There's a lot of flames in my life at the moment, so I don't know which one.
there's a lot of flames.
I mean, there's a couple, maybe like 2 flames.
Okay. We got two flames, all right. Luckily, everything will be resolved by the time of the total solar eclipse on the 14th, creating a passionate night of romance.
Oh.
So the 14th is like on a Tuesday, I believe.
Okay.
No, Monday. Things continue to get spicy when Venus enters Sagittarius the next day. A little drama can make your sex life even hotter. If you need your lover to do something for you, let them know when Saturn enters Aquarius on December 16th. They can't read your mind, Luisa.
Okay.
If you need a cuddle, say so.
Oh my God.
Take it easy on the 19th and do some self-care before getting sexy.
Okay.
You know what that means. Wink, wink. If your current flings begin... oh, sorry. If your current fling becomes too serious, put on the brakes.
I'm good at that.
Put on the brakes on December 20th.
Okay.
It's too soon to commit right now.
Oh yeah. Not even a month.
It's not, we're 20 days in, okay? Continue to practice self-care when the sun enters Capricorn the next day. So on the 21st.
Okay.
Continue self-care.
Okay.
That yoga you're doing will help you out a lot later.
Not doing yoga, but okay.
Well, you better start.
Okay.
Today's a new day.
Alrighty.
As the full moon enters Cancer on the 29th, look back on your ear. On your ear. Look back on the year and kiss 2020 goodbye.
I look forward to kissing 2020 goodbye.
For fucking real.
I'm not even making wishes or anything for 2021 because
No.
I really don't know what it's going to be like.
So what did you think about that?
It's interesting. For sure going to be having some conversations
With some flames.
with some flames.
Those bows.
Those, I'm going to call them bows, but yeah, sure. My bow's perfectly on top of my head at the moment.
Good, good, good. All right, do you want me to read you mine?
Yes.
Okay. I'm nervous.
You're what?
I'm nervous.
Oh. I said I'm an Aries, and I was like, no, you're not.
No, I'm Virgo. Okay, for the month of December 2020, it says, don't let your insecurities get the best of you when Mercury enters Sagittarius on December 1st, which is today. Yes, that hottie that you match with really is into you. And no, it's not an elaborate joke. People find you sexy. Deal with it, or better yet, embrace it.
Oh my God.
You feel your sexiest when the total solar eclipse is in Sagittarius on the 14th. Put on your hottest outfit and make some holiday magic.
Ooh.
If you still don't believe your attractiveness, ask for words of affirmation on December 15th. So basically, when you're getting it, I need to ask for words of affirmation.
So I'm supposed to be getting it on the 14th?
Yeah,
On a Monday?
on a Monday.
That's so odd of me.
I mean,
We don't know.
We
Things
don't know.
can change.
we'll see. You'll find their honesty very desirable. Don't be afraid to talk it out when Saturn enters Aquarius the next day. An exchange of your words is floor play. Why is this so me? Like, why do I love words so much? Yeah. By the time of the 19th, you'll have no doubts about your sexual appeal. Can the 19th fucking get here already? Like, please.
That's a Saturday, right?
Yeah, it is. Get cozy with your lover when Mercury enters Capricorn on December 20th. Snuggling together, watching the snowfall can just be as erotic as heavy foreplay. The best day to get laid is when the sun enters Capricorn on the 21st. You have enough stamina to go all night long.
Oh my God.
Woo!
The 21st is a Monday. What's with the Mondays?
Wow. All right. The full moon on the 29th promises a night of sensual lovemaking before 2021 begins. Alrighty then. All right. So basically, the first part of December is going to suck, and then the last part of December is going to be great, full of lovemaking, and hopefully, I don't know, 2021 won't be as bad.
Yeah. Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah.
Let's
Toast to our sex scope of December.
We're at the last month of the year.
And wearing our bows on the top of our head. We should make a song about that.
The bows on the top of our head.
Yeah. Like, where your bows at, bows at. On the top of our head, on the top of our head. Where your bows at, bows at. Isn't there a song that's like, where the hose at? Or something like that.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, no, it's like, I don't know. I can't think of it.
There's that
where
pop
the
song that
girls
goes
at, girls at. I don't know.
No, I can't.
I don't know.
I don't know what that song is. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's all I had.
Well, guys.
Well. That wasn't Daisy.
That made me think of, there's like a video meme thing or whatever. And it's this kid just like eating powdered sugar at this, like by the stairs. Have you ever seen it?
Probably my brother.
No, he's like 4 and he's like licking powdered sugar from his finger. And the camera focuses on him and he goes, meow. It's so funny.
It sounds like my brother. It could be just
He's just like licking
tape.
and he's like, and he goes, meow. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh. Let's end on that. Cheers to weird ass kids.
Oh yeah.
Hey, stay young.
Keep making them weirder.
Keep making Stay weird, friends.
All right.
Oh, what?
I was gonna say stay young, y'all.
Oh.
Whatever.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Stay young, y'all.
That was weird.
Weird. All right, we're done.